Today I am going to move the 3 does in this transition pen who are not mamas, which would be Cattail, Constance, and Asha, into the main colony. It may be hard to see, but I've had to do a lot of work on this pen thing yesterday night. Like at the same time as our little baby goat was discovered, and we were cleaning him off and making sure he was okay and watching him and making sure he nursed, we started having the rabbits in the pen jumping out of the pen. Like the bedding had just gotten to that level where they could jump out, and I'm so glad they waited until we came out here to start. It was such a blessing, but we had several times where if we weren't there, they would have totally escaped. Or I was able to push them back in as they'd jump up on the rim and I'd push them back in. But now I have wire going from here to there, and then even this little door area has wire going way up, so that now they can't jump out again. But I found it very funny because it was just a few hours before they're going to go in the colony. If only they had waited a few more hours, then I wouldn't have had to do all that work. But I guess Ladybug is going to continue to be in there, so it is good to have that protection up, since she's going to be in there with her babies for a lot longer. And because we have a new baby goat, and of course Millie chose to give birth right when we got a cold snap, I have this door mostly closed, and then this door closed, so it's a little darker in here than usual. Did you just hear that noise? They just tried to jump out. I'm going to let you out. Just give me a few minutes to explain first. Please be patient. So it's a bit darker in here than usual, but I have the little camera light turned on thing on my phone, so hopefully you can see, though it might not be as well as usual. You guys ready for some friends? We'll see how this goes. Ivanhoe has a history of being a calm, nice, accepting buck to new does, so we don't have to worry about that. But you know that Elody is known to be a rather harsh herd queen, so we'll have to see how this goes. Okay. So one hard thing about this is that the way I open the door is now blocked, so I have a really hard time getting it to open properly, but I will try my best. Excuse me. So if I hold this back this way, and that swings forward. So, Constance, Asha, you ready? Woo. I'm just waiting for Cattail to get over here. Cattail, come here. Thank you. Alright, all 3 of them are in. Now let's watch the craziness. Okay, Constance, Asha, where's Cattail? She's over there. They're exploring. We had a first scuffle when we first put him in. Now they're wandering around. Nothing scary or weird happening yet. Yeah, you're on the other side now. Oh, wow. Elody is chasing Acrobat. I'm sorry, Elody, but that's not a new doe. She's been with you for a long time. Oh, there we go. The 2 brokens. Okay. While this is pretty bad fighting, it's still in the range of normal. Elody's just going crazy around everybody. Chasing the buck, chasing the other does, chasing the new does. Like I told you, she is a very strange and harsh herd queen. She just gets mad at everybody whenever she is mad. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ladybug, you're stuck. Everybody else can hop around now. Look at you, Cattail, having so much fun. You blend in so well with the bedding, especially in this dim light, that it's hard to see you, but she's right there. Right there. You can see her eyes shining. It's kind of strange. Asha is much easier to see. It's going to be so weird having 2 broken black rabbits in here. Thankfully, their eye color is different, and I'm hoping that their spotting markings will be different enough that I can tell them apart. I guess if I can tell 2 black rabbits apart, I'll be able to tell 2 spotted rabbits apart, but it will be kind of interesting. Though Elody is chasing everybody like crazy, and I think Zuzu had a bout with Cattail when we first put him in, seems like now all the other does aren't having an issue with the new ones at all. It's just Elody. So that's pretty good. You can't jump out that way either. Acrobat already fixed that up for you. You should know that Acrobat is an escape artist, you guys. Did you not know that? She can escape much better than you guys can. And if she can't get out, then you guys for sure can't get out. Oh, poor Cattail. She's trying to get back into her old place. I'm sorry, kitty cat. You can't get back in. It's going to be hard these first few days, but then you'll actually grow to love this place much more than this tiny small pen. Look at that, guys. I'm so glad we have Ivanhoe instead of Ronwin. Look at that. He's behaving so well. Ooh. Now, is this just covered up because of the fighting? That's probably what happens. They usually spill a whole bunch of hay down the burrow entrance whenever they run around this area. But I always am like, oh, are they filling it up because there's babies inside? But it's usually just a false alarm. Oh, well. Yeah, I unburied it for you. Looks like someone found a clever hiding spot. You're gonna hide there, Constance? That's so funny. You're so funny. Oh, look at this. Elody, are you gonna be nice? So we have 2 water bowls, but with the limited amount of rabbits we've had in here, I only have been using 1. So I have this empty one that used to be empty over here, and then my regular one just like over here. So this is for everybody else. And then I have this one for the new girls. It looks like they're liking to hang out in this area since this is their old pen and they kind of seem to miss it. I figured because Elody's pretty harsh that I just would be safe and sorry and give them a little extra water place. But it looks like Elody likes that one better and isn't going to chase him away from it. So I guess that's pretty good. We'll see how it all plays out. That's so good, Elody. Did you see that? She just sniffed them and then left. That is so good. Elody, maybe you're finally listening to me. Maybe you're finally listening and being nicer. Thank you. Oh, one thing I did want to mention is that I've been noticing that Asha and Constance are like skinnier than they used to be. I don't know if that's because they were a little bloated when we first got them. They did look very much round and full when we first got them because I don't know if they were like transitioning over to our diet and that caused a little bit of bloat and they're just like normalizing from that and it looks skinnier because they were over big and now they're regular again. It could be that they're getting our weird illness thing, and if that's the case then hopefully they survive it, but if they don't, I'll just treat them like any other rabbit and cull them as soon as there's no chance they'll get better. But it also could be that our difference in diet, like the diet change and like the not as much pellets and stuff, it's not like specialty made for growing as huge as you possibly can. That's causing it. So I'm not super worried, but I did want to just make you aware. I don't know if you can tell as well on video, but I can tell really in person that they look skinnier. She's so friendly, huh? She used to be super scared of me, but now she's not. I didn't even really do anything super special to like get her to love me or anything either. And Constance is still hiding over there. Let me just go make sure she's not stuck. I highly doubt she is stuck. But, Constance. Give me a baby girl. Constance. I know it's scary. Wait, I don't want you to smash. Here. I'll just, okay. Doing this with one hand is hard. Get out of there. I'm going to move this so it's better for you. I don't want you to get squished. Here, move your body. There we go. Thank you, baby girl. There we go. It's not much of a hiding place, but it just looked kind of weird to me, and I couldn't tell if she was squished or not. This is better. There's a lot more room back here for her to be able to squeeze out. I'm sorry I stole your hiding place, baby girl. Oh, look. Asher found how to get on the water table. The rabbits have been behaving well enough that I felt comfortable leaving them to do my other animal chores and come check back on them periodically. And I'm done with everything else. Coming to check on them one last time. And everything seems calm. I see a tiny bit of pulled fur around the colony. I see some black fur, some white fur. Completely normal. I see Asha, Cattail, and Constance. And I'm feeling pretty comfortable leaving them and going inside and doing other things and coming back to check on them later in the day. This is going much smoother than I expected. Good job, Elody. Thank you. It's now evening, and I gave them their scraps. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 new rabbits eating with the old rabbits. The old rabbits don't care at all. Look at that. Cattail and Elody right next to each other. Elody is being so good. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. This transition is going so smoothly. Oh, I'm so happy. It's the next morning, and look at everyone who's come to greet me. I see all 3 of the new rabbits, in addition to all of the old ones, coming up. Look, Elody and Constance right next to each other. Constance isn't hiding or scared. Ellie isn't attacking anybody. This is so good. Look at that. Look at that. Cattail found her own bit of banana she's eating, but everyone else is like all equals eating the pumpkin together. Pen, I've been privy to this battle. There is like a little bit of pumpkin left over. I got them a pumpkin this morning, and they ate it all down to this tiny little bit. And it's like a game, like a sports game. It's like who can have the pumpkin, and then the other ones are chasing them for like this bit of pumpkin. Elody had it for a long while. Now it looks like Acrobat. Is that Acrobat? Yeah. No, that's Ivy. Ivy has it now, and then she'll get chased around a bunch. And sometimes they're chased around so much. Now Acrobat stole it, and she's running away. And oftentimes they're being chased so hard that they can't even stop to eat the pumpkin, or it'll get stolen, just like what happened to Ivy. It's very funny. It's like an actual like sports game. Okay, now Acrobat's. Oh, here comes Ivy. Acrobat's to run away with it. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.